What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Lawson here from Squad Sports, and this is episode 37 of your sports sponsorship tip of the week. All right, this week I want to focus on more relationship-based partners that we're working with. You know, to be honest, we're getting to a point where I honestly don't think we're going to have enough numbers in our stadiums to, let's say, fully make an impact for your partners who usually do boothing. You know, boothing is one of those activations that I think, in the same way I talk about paper coupons, I don't know if boothing will survive. How many people are going to be inclined to walk up to a booth no matter how much well you do it? And we did a podcast episode with Rich on the Inches, kind of about how you could creatively rethink that, but mix that with the limited amount of fans we're going to be allowed to have in our stadiums. We have to totally rethink that asset and think, how can we create the same amount of engagement digitally to that and bring that value. So when we think about boothing, before I kind of get into the tip of the week, there's two things. One, it's that one-on-one connection between the fan and not just the sponsor, but the salesperson. There's always a marketing person there. You know, you always want to create that authentic one-to-one connection and get some face time. That's why they're buying booth space. The second reason why is obviously lead generation. They want to be able to reach back out. They want to be able to go back out and re-engage with that person. And just create a place where the consideration for that more relationship-based, usually higher purchase price product is easily done because they have a face to a name. They feel comfortable with buying from this person, and really to kind of take the commoditization out of it, right? Insurance, as an example, you want to feel good that your local insurer partner that you're talking with is really going to look out for you, as opposed to just shopping online through a website. That's their goal, is to build that, you know, to decommoditize themselves. So with that being said, the tip of the week is this: let's ingrain those people, in the actual people, the dealership salespeople for a car dealership, the insurance salespeople or agents for an insurance partner, and let's ingrain them with how we're pulling fans in digitally. In a few examples here, but the tip of the week really is to think about how we can pull those in, put a face to a name, build that connection digitally with that sort of person, and then also email some sort of lead generation for follow-up on that side. So one idea is this: if you have any sort of trivia, prediction, whatever that is, game, instead of just having the brand or the sponsor it overall. Obviously, you want that overall engagement, connection, brand, logo building, lead generation. But let's actually have the dealers compete against the fans. Let's put it as, hey fans, do you think you can beat Molly from Allstate? She's making a goal prediction for today's game. One lucky fan who beats her is going to go home with a prize pack from Allstate. Everybody else is getting this sort of prize as well. Now, as a fan, I know who Molly is. I got a face to a name, right? Number one. Number two, let's also put her Twitter tag up there just so that fans can engage and connect with her. Number three is, let's have Molly kind of give some engagement, right? If I am a salesperson at an insurance brokerage, I'm trying to get one-to-one connection as almost just meetings, right? What better way to do that than, hey, we're thinking about a new insurance partner because I didn't like our old one. Who should I go to? Oh yeah, Molly. She did the prediction game, right? So that's one way. It's get them involved in some of those contests that you're having so that they can put a face to a name so the consideration is high. The second way, and this is probably easier if you don't have any games or activations, the lead generation is going to be a little bit tougher, but you should absolutely, if you're doing a pregame show, have that insurance person, that dealer, that insurance agent come on and give a quick synopsis. I've said this before on some morning coffee segments, but those B2B relationship-based agents know something about hockey. There's somebody in that building who knows something about hockey, baseball, whatever, and have them give a quick synopsis or analysis about what they think is going to happen during the game. Again, we're ingraining that one-to-one connection with them. We're building not only brand consideration is going to increase, but person consideration is going to increase. And again, that's what booths do for us, is putting a face to a name at the location. So again, the tip of the week is this: take your agents for your sponsors, the people, the faces, the names, and put them front and center into the activations that you do digitally. I gave 2 examples here of the prediction game competing against, and then just a pregame show doing that as well. But have them actually, like, the person, right, the agent, engage into those assets. If you pitch that to a B2B or high relationship-based sponsor, they will say yes. Right? The only thing that might come up is, okay, who's going to be best on camera? Who's going to be best for engaging on this? But they're going to say yes because you're replacing what you lost. And I think that's a key thing right now. Booth is all about lead generation and face-to-face engagement and connection. How do we, in this digital world, replace that? And don't replace it with extra signage, right? Replace it with something that's actually going to get those same sort of results in the aggregate, right? Instead of using it, instead of having a booth, you're getting both of those values that a booth would bring, but now it's just digitally. And now we can engage and connect as fans aren't in the stadium. Now, if I'm a sponsor, I'm like, okay, that totally makes sense. I'm getting the same benefits. I still want to pay X amount of dollars for the sponsorship. So again, tip of the week is this: get those people, the actual people in those organizations, pull them in to these activations digitally that we're putting on, and that will be the biggest way to replace your boothing. That's all I got for this week. I'm excited to just see some of the creative juices that will come with that. So if you do have some ideas there or implement this, shoot them over to me. I'll definitely shout them out. But thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. And remember, keep pushing those limits within sports sponsorship.